Alright, week 2 of the NFL season. Well, of the actual NFL season. Obviously, this was recorded right after we finished the other one. I'm wearing the same shirt and everything else, so wasn't even going to pretend like that wasn't happening. Week 2 against the Browns. The Browns are an okay team. Don't really do anything too special on either offense or defense. This is the second game of the season. It gets a little more difficult, but shouldn't be anything we can't handle. Eric Metcalf is definitely their best player. And rather dangerous. Kinda got lucky there, we didn't get bounced off. Terrible attempt by that other guy. They're calling that a first down. Want a measurement on that one. It's that same run play that Indianapolis tried to run. Didn't work for them either. Alright, into 4 guys. Didn't work out for him that time, unfortunately. Should have everyone pretty well covered here. Yeah, 4th down. Sometimes even when you pick pass plays, your defense will just choose to do whatever they feel like. Might have a chance at a decent return here. No, that guy's too fast. Well, maybe we can trick him. Let's just try and throw one deep. That one's way overthrown. Yeah, maybe not the brightest idea. Something about Cook, he seems a lot faster than when I normally play with him. There is a condition system in the game. It's bad, average, above average, and excellent, I believe. Players' stats will go up and down according to that status. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's somebody who knows exactly how all of that works, but for me, it's random. The stat increases are a set amount that I don't know, I'm sure. As you can tell, the clock goes a lot faster than it actually would. That's a good pass. Corners and safeties are pretty slow, so catching up to things like that is going to be rather difficult. We'll kind of stay here and guard this guy in the middle. And sometimes even when you're guarding him, they catch it. As I mentioned, Metcalf is pretty good. Even for a running back, he can catch really well, apparently. It's nice. I like more modern games. When the ball gets tipped in this game, it's uncatchable after that by anyone. A little overthrown. Keep running that play. It's interesting. Nobody's guarding down here. We'll get there. That was a terrible throw. Most likely this is just going to go into the end zone. Yeah, that was way over. Do not get points for punting the ball through the field goal. poor decision. I was hoping to choose one of the short guys that was going uncovered, but I think I pressed A little too much there. Get to him. Richard Harvey's one of our best defensive players, so on those picked plays you'll often see him getting the sacks. It's another good catch. Do I think they're going to run on 3rd and 1? And what play would I have to stop? I think the Mac running down play is the most difficult play to stop. So of course they choose the one going up. Luckily I picked the defensive player that would best counter that. Now we get to see field goals for the opposition. Normally on good teams, your linebacker here, which is Tippett in our case, if he's really fast you can run straight past their center and get to the kicker. Unfortunately, our guy is rather slow. Also, when you're cycling through players like this, they will not snap the ball. Time stops, even if it was like a running play that stopped in bounds. Don't think that one's going in. Nope. Aimed a little low. Break away. A little comeback route planned, I'm sure. Couldn't quite get away. Need to watch the time at this point. About 2 minutes to go before the half. We want to get some points out of this. Didn't get close enough to the out of bounds. Unfortunate, but it happens. Just kind of snuck in there that time. Took a gamble, paid off. So he had a couple open receivers, it looked like. Basically when they're doing this, I'm assuming that it's going to be a run and pick one of these players. If I choose the top guy, it's because I think they're running down. If I choose the bottom guy, it's because I think they're running up. Choosing the opposite middle linebacker of the direction they're running, oftentimes that guy will go unblocked and you can run in and make the tackle. In this case, I think they're going to run down, so I'll pick the top guy. They run up the middle, which, not bad. We could have got in there and kind of clogged it up a little better, but should be fine. I assume they're running down again. Pass play, so we'll drop back. Looks like we have everyone covered pretty well, though. Unless we just dive for no reason and give him a chance to get in there. It's nice of him to call a timeout to kick to us. AI is sometimes not the brightest. Clock's going to get pretty low here. And didn't quite make it to the end zone. Especially on punt plays, you want to angle towards the sidelines because with 5 or 6 of their guys there and none of yours, if you fumble and they pick it up, it's a guaranteed score for them. Really not much we can do here. Let's just chuck it deep and see what happens. I'll just get out of bounds and try again if they're going to pick our play. Or they can just do it twice in a row. Well, didn't get anything out of this. This is definitely more difficult. At least we can enjoy the halftime show. Hey, the man's back. I think I know that guy. The blimp, of course. And everybody enjoys the cowboy cheerleaders. Short kick this time. Should get decent field position, maybe get some points. Get ahead by 2 scores. I'll feel a little safer. This play hasn't worked out for us in the past. Let's hope it works this time. Nope, that guy just decided he did not want to block anybody that time. understandable. The size of some of these guys, I wouldn't want to get up in their business either. That looks to be way overthrown. Yep. For an offense that can't throw the ball deep, have a lot of people running deep. That should work a little better. Why are you so slow? See if we can run it in from here. Not looking likely this time. Yeah, it looked like they picked a run play, just not our run play, so they were pretty well set up to stop it. It's like the same thing here. Pretty good pursuit. Let's try this. We haven't tried our down and B play. Kind of a bad decision by me to roll out all the way to the bottom and then throw back across to the middle of the field, but yeah, it worked out. That's all that counts, right? The bad quarterback, you want to make the throws as short as possible so your accuracy is better. Down 14, I have a feeling they're going to be throwing a lot more. Got pretty good coverage here. Yeah, been complete. Looks like he's trying to take off. Oh, lost it. Gotta run towards the sidelines. No. That's something you don't want to do. When you know you're going to lose yards, there's no point in losing more yards by trying to run around and get fancy. Just take the loss, move on. We're in trouble here. All of our guys were covered. Had nowhere to go. Except this time, no one's covered. We're just going to overthrow him. A nice diving catch, but touchdown. That's why he is the best player on the team. I have mentioned before that people who say our and we when referring to their sports teams is one of the more annoying things to me. When I'm actually playing the game, it makes a little more sense. I didn't want to sound like a hypocrite there, so there's an explanation. One thing that I didn't mention is you can actually see like the names up in the top corner. There are some players who do not have names. The quarterback for the Browns is not named Browns. Often it is players who wanted their own trademarks for their names and didn't want to give them up. This is back in the day before, I'm pretty sure before the union controlled all of that stuff. At this point, you can't just license individual names. You are part of the union and they pretty much control your name, which is why you see all the player names in the newer football games, basketball games, all of that kind of stuff. That was a nice catch. Not gonna mean much, but it was a nice catch. Luckily, I gave time for our guys to get set up to make the tackle. He's taking off again. Looks like he's gonna get there. Might be in trouble here. Yeah, it looks like he's going up top and I got nobody up there. Give up our first touchdown, and funnily enough, you can continue to control your defensive player after the touchdown, so you can just go tackle the guy who has the ball. Kind of funny. I try an onside kick here. Yep. See how the ball bounces. Oh, just barely to us. Looked like nobody wanted to hold on to that thing. Ooh. What is going on? Too many pixels on the screen. Fine, just keep picking my play. Not like I care. Nope. Taking an inside run outside with a slow player, not the best of ideas. Let's see if we can get this to land inside about the 10. That was almost perfect. Pretty much just what we wanted. Game should be wrapping up here soon. Not looking like they're going to be able to score twice in this amount of time, especially with how fast the clock moves. Always good when you have a white quarterback that's faster than your safeties. Get a bunch of open guys, but he's just gonna run for it. That's fine. Should have one play left, so should be able to wrap this one up. Definitely a much more difficult and closer game than our first attempt there. But a win's a win. A little sloppy offense by us. 9 yards rushing was our highest guy. 13 total. Not something we want to see. Definitely wants more rushing, less having to throw with this offense. Overall, not bad though. Win. Moving on to the next game.